This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll... This drive at their own 25. The run inside. It's Blaylock. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Out wide left, it's Harris. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
And that last completion was a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. It made third down even longer. Delay to the back. It's Blaylock. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, That'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Reed unloads to the wideout. Comes down, it's Craver. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Reed. Out wide right, it's Edwards. Got enough space, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Number 38, set to kick this one.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Left side is Sategna. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Running inside. It's Blaylock. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Rid of it on the RPO. Taken down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Using his legs, it's Edwards. He's past the 30. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He's now up to 58 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. They'll give it to him again. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Reed to throw. Out wide left, it's Horton. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Between the hashes, it's Harris. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Slips through the line. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Aggies! Stealing a score on special teams. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
To the air, it's Batir. Rushes on, and it's a sack.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Blaylock. He's loose down the middle. The 30, the 20. Touchdown Sooners! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch, and this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack, still going to be tough to stop.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing Reed. Got a man. It's Horton. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Now here's Reed. Under pressure. Perfect timing on the hit to keep it from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus I mean, critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, its sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Left side, it's Blaylock. Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On 3rd down, here's Robinson. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? The Sooners send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hits inside, it's Edwards. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll need a bunch on second down. RPO complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Got his man. Open space at the 25. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Reed throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bulldozes his way through.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Drops back. It's Mateer. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. And finally, in the second quarter, they get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game, he needs more touches.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without score. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Ripping through the defense. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Reed. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 13 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Horned Frogs with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field ready to get this drive going. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Reed to throw. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Throwing right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points on the board.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime. He's taking the shot. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think, Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plugged him.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the back. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Quarterback keeper. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Turning it on. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. He found some open.